a little over a month ago we filmed this little short sequence. It's basically a part of an interview about my friend's journey with calisthenics. Anyways, I really liked how especially the intro turned out. Therefore, I wanted to give you like a quick breakdown of what my thought process is when shooting stuff like this. Usually everything's sport related. If you duck and point the camera up at the subject, makes the subject looks better and makes the sport movement stand out more, right? And that was kind of my intention with most of the shots. A few things that I consider are like the alpha and omega of editing, like an intro sequence like this. Cut on the action because that's what truly elevates the video. If you have the option to support like a transition, I used match cuts a lot, flash transitions, lightlies and all those things. Color grade ties it to a certain look and the creative style that you are going after. The blue sky was something that I instantly knew will stand out, so I picked a couple slower clips to kind of establish the mood, right? We are preparing for something and we immediately start cutting on action. Acrobatics, he's in the air and I tried to do like a match cut here, supported with some light leads, and that kind of smooths the transition between the two things, plus makes it a little more dramatic. From the calisthenic perspective, we see just this short clip of him doing short combo, which is already, I think, enough for the viewer to be engaged because it's like, it's a complex skill that not many people know. And I finished the transition from a black and white clip. Flash transition is what I use, and directional blur and brightness that you keyframe, right? And on the cut, it kind of just flashes, right? And that's what I use. It kind of separates the whole thing that, okay, this is one clip, I flash it into another one and we're good to go, right? Anything special I used was like a radial blur that you can see on the sides right here. Brings the attention to the subject, to the center. Log version, Rec 709, and you see how the whole image basically changes, right? So this is what the color grading did. Because this image already looks really good, right? But the colors are kind of basic, it does not pop, and I kind of wanted to exaggerate the look more. So we found this bench right here. Light is not ideal, so I'm gonna try to see what it looks like on the camera. Let me tell you quickly about the setup. So I got the FX3 here with the DJI Mic 3s. We are already using those. It looks pretty okay-ish with the lighting situation and things we have here. We cannot shoot on the bright sky because I don't really own any flags at the moment. So that's why we are shooting in a shade, because that's what's possible for us. What's up guys, my name is Johnny and I've been doing calisthenics for 3 years.
What's up guys, my name is Johnny and I have been doing calisthenics for over 3 years. For now, at the moment I'm developing.
So we just finished shooting the intro, which was hard because he haven't spoke in English basically.
Experience, yeah.
Yeah, so I was trying to teach him also the skill how to speak to the camera and do all those things. But now I'm gonna do the interview, so I'm gonna ask him a couple questions and I'm gonna try to let him speak.
Na otázky tak sa asi neotáčam takto smerom na kameru, ale proste...
Budeš pozerať na mňa, ako by sme sa rozprávali.
It was hard for me, at least from beginning, because I had no experience with free cameras recording me and speaking in other language, so it was hard, but I enjoyed it and also I gained another experience that is useful for life, I think.
Vlog format looked like we managed to squeeze out of it. Yeah, so this is what Rec 709 looked like. Huge difference. The vignetting is there just to support the subject. Looking at it now, I would probably dial it down slightly more.
Out of hobbies, I started going to gym, and as I saw just some YouTube videos about calisthenics,
As you can see, I was not able to cover all the cuts with the B-rolls, but usually when I'm shooting an interview, a good editor tries to hide all the cuts you don't want to have it visible. It's basically hidden behind the B-roll clip. But I'm truly happy because he did his best. Many people, if you place a camera in front of them, they don't know how to speak, they don't know how to act. Some people do too much, some people do too little, and they kind of sit and just talk like this, which would be very unengaging, right? I figured out a couple questions I wanted to ask him to support the story of the short clip. So that's from the perspective of how we went about the content of what he's speaking about. Regarding the branding, I have a red color as the accent color and it looks good. I would probably think about doing it differently. At the same time, I didn't want to do anything too crazy. I wanted to keep it easy. Some B-roll was I shot when we were together somewhere, and then I pull out some B-roll film competitions and things he sent me, which was probably the more authentic clips that I really like the look of. Plus, the same rule kind of goes here as well. You cut on the action. You don't want like a static clip of nothing in the video. Here I experimented with putting like 3 clips. He shoots everything vertically, which kind of makes it harder for the horizontal clip. But if you look at it now, it's more interesting. If I have more things here, there's plenty of options how you can go about putting a vertical video to horizontal one. Other than that, I kind of took it as like a documentary sort of style, so I tried to elevate his story, and he's also aspiring to be like a professional athlete, so maybe one day we will be able to shoot like a fully spec'd with more of a creative direction video when he becomes a champ or something, right? Nothing too crazy, just split the clips and direct the story, because it's usually about the subject talking and you want to kind of elevate and support everything else with that, because that's kind of what matters. Hopefully you find this video helpful. This is the video we made. It's the full version of it. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I plan on shooting more of these projects and especially focusing on bringing the quality up and making them look more cinematic and more thought about and more thought through, because you know, nothing in this video was really prepared. It was more of a spontaneous shoot. As always, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. Take care.